Peter, the Spider-Man Brand New Day trailer just dropped finally. We've been waiting on that.
Oh my God.
Was, well, savage.
Oh, but before we get into it, if you want to become a day one real one, make sure to hit that subscribe button and make sure to hit that like button.
We are your Distorted Theorists, so join us for our Spider-Man Brand New Day trailer reaction review and breakdown right now.
Oh.
What is happening to me?
I love the suit.
I'm losing my mind.
Whoa.
I am totally out of control.
Not really.
What?
The
I
suit
gotta
looks
fix
good.
whatever this is right now.
The
Final
tail
semester MIT.
doesn't look great.
Dad, who do you think is actually watching these?
Maybe someone.
Okay, well, bye, someone.
Still hanging on.
The suit looks...
What the?
Dr. Banner,
He's got organic
you found a
coding.
way to suppress mutating DNA, right?
If you see me with this stuff, run.
If you see me with this, I'll run.
So could you get rid of the bad
And that's a
aspects
joke
to
because
keep
he
it
don't
good?
even know.
How would you
Well-
decide what parts of nature are good or bad?
Banner doesn't.
Sorry about that.
You're not one of my students, are you?
It appears we're faced with
Yeah.
a threat we can't control. One we can't even see.
That's Sadie C.
You don't know though.
You're the only one who's immune to it.
Oh, that looks sick.
You're the only one who can sense it.
That's
Skipping bodies again.
That's like right out of the video game.
Oh, see, you stumbled across my board. I'm not one of those weirdos, I swear.
He's a little weird.
Is he
I'm
are
MJ.
you gonna really figure it out?
You
I'm
two don't know
MJ.
each other?
Yo, Spider-Man, you okay? You get rid of that monster inside you?
Think I might go see how MJ's doing.
That's
You're not gonna
psychological.
get away with this.
But he might.
But he knows.
I didn't know you could get that big. You're in
Yes.
danger. You just
I'm
have to
dying
trust
for some Hulk.
Fine.
This whole thing can get really scary.
Oh man,
Oh,
I got
they're
chills.
I know, they're like falling back in love all over
I don't
again.
have anywhere else to go.
I knew he was in there, but I just can see him more.
Just gonna let him go by himself? Love you because you're you.
If you're gonna do something, you better do it now.
Man, this looks darker.
Never forget that. No matter how powerful you become.
See, that is...
I miss you, mate.
That's something. That's something. Oh.
That's gonna be huge.
All right, just give me a sec. Give me a sec. I'm not in high school anymore. Did you stretch? You a big stretcher? It's so good for you. You ready?
Let's go.
Yeah.
Well, we got our tickets, so day one it is.
Soundtrack on Milan Records and Mutant.
Peter, we've been, like, and I say we as in all the real ones as well, has been waiting for this trailer, like, forever.
I know.
Probably
There's a-
more than
there's
the
a-
Avengers Doomsday trailer even.
There's a lot to unpack here.
Okay.
We saw a Scorpion.
Yeah,
Okay.
started off with that, which is cool.
With You Miss Me, so obviously he's calling back to Homecoming.
Yeah.
The suit that he's wearing, the actual suit looks cool.
Yeah,
Very reminiscent.
that's what I meant.
Very reminiscent of like Green Goblin, that kind of thing. Got
Yeah.
the armor and everything
Yeah.
like that. The tail mechanism, not a fan of. Looks like connects.
Now, I know in the comics, correct me if I'm wrong, you're the Spider-Man guy, Norman Osborn gives him the suit and
No.
no? How does he get said suit then?
J. Jonah Jameson funds the Spider Slayer.
Okay, my bad.
Yeah.
Is that what we're thinking is going to happen here? Because
I
we
don't
got,
know.
you know,
It's. I think it's unlikely because we haven't no Spider-Man's coming. We haven't heard any of that, so I don't think it's likely that we're going to see anything like that. It could come out that maybe when the fallout from this comes out, they were like, this was partially funded by J. Jonah Jameson, and then he's going down. But he was in the early comics. Yeah, he was. I was like, yeah, I'm bankrolling this.
Well, I'm also wondering, are they going to address, well, A, he was in prison at the end of Homecoming, and he was in prison with the Vulture, right? Which obviously we know Morbius is, like, again, this is what I'm saying. Where are we here?
There's the chance, there's rumors that Michael Keaton may have a very small part in this. I would love that. So we saw Scorpion.
Yep.
We saw the tail, which again looks like something that was made out of Kinect. I'm not a huge fan of that. But then it had the stinger on it, but it didn't really matter because he went.
I want acid spray. I want the acid spray.
Well, he was more venom based. He didn't. Later on, he kind of did. Anyways, So then he swings him around, just basically he hulks out.
Yeah.
So then we see in terms of what are we talking about in terms of mutation, he's got organic webbing because he fires off his actual
He thinks he's going to use the web shooters, but they come right off. But
Right.
this trailer was like all over the place, so there was scenes I was noticing he had those still on.
Oh, yeah.
So I think we could, if we go back and watch this, which I'm sure we will, we could piece together a little bit of a timeline there.
Well,
I
at the
think.
very end, he's got the web shooters.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I mean.
So then he's obviously noticing something is wrong because he uses organic webbing, which is part of another couple of storylines. It doesn't necessarily always lead to the man spider.
But I think those organic webbing is what's going to be the catalyst for him to go seek out Bruce Banner. I think.
Well,
anyway.
it is because he talks about mutation.
Yes, exactly.
And then we kind of get the idea of where, like, oh, you want to see me if I wasn't wearing the sun? But he doesn't remember Peter. If we flash forward, we do see that mysterious hooded character who I am convinced is Sadie Sink.
I'm not convinced yet.
But there is something interesting that I read on Reddit about a theory that someone has, and that the entity that is going from person to person is mainly holding Sadie Sink's character as the main host, because she is a mutant,
right?
But
she's almost like a conduit for
kind
his
of
other ability.
strong enough that it can handle, much like with the Infinity Stones, you can't do it unless you're whatever Peter Quill was.
Right. Gotcha.
But the theory that someone was talking about that said that is she's strong enough because she's a mutant, and everyone's like, oh, because she's Jean Grey, and the person said, I don't think she's Jean Grey.
Okay.
They think that she's Firestar.
Okay.
Which would be kind of cool, because it's
I don't know how much community you will let down though. I don't know.
Doesn't matter because we're already talking about mutants. Mutants are already established in the MCU.
And while I agree with that, one thing I also noticed, and then just kind of playing off what you just said about the whoop 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 whoop, I realize now, thinking back, that the broad scope of this movie when it comes to the battle scenes, like not only are you getting Scorpion, who's let's call it mechanical for lack of a better term, you're getting obviously he's fighting the Hulk, which I cannot wait to see. But that's against, well, it looked like he is anyway. I mean, they're falling from a building, he's all webbed up, it looked like it. But if he is, you're getting like, I won't say mutant on mutant, but superhuman onto superhuman abilities, then you're getting the hand, which is more street level, but more street hand-to-hand combat, plus the Punisher I was going to say as well for the street level. But then you're also getting the mental part where to jump, and possibly Jean Grey or whoever Sadie Sink character is. So I'm feeling like we're just going to get 4 movies within a movie, if that makes sense.
Which I'll talk about in a second too. So we saw a part where like, I can't, but he can, and it shows Banner kind of hulking out. But I'm wondering if that's a plan that fails, because when Banner, whoever this entity is, thinks that Hulk is just going and squish him.
A la Scarlet Witch style.
But then Hulk will come out and be like, hi, Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Like he'll just be like, hey.
So you think they might be swerving us a little bit? I don't know, I just see like...
even at the end, when you see him, when you see Spidey falling out of the building and Hulk's kind of following him, he's not actually like roaring or anything, he's just kind of like tipped out.
But he is full of webbing, but that could also be a safe mechanism.
Could be.
You know?
Because that's from a Lego set. That was spoiled early. There was something else that I thought was really cool too, is where you mentioned about like the mental aspect where it's going whoop, whoop, from person to person. And they're going,
which it's give me like cool cinematic vibes.
Maybe I'll go check on Ned and MJ or whatever. So whatever this entity is knows something or finds something out. Maybe it tries to control Peter at some point.
Yeah, that is the thing, because assuming that everybody forgot who Peter was. Let's say that spell from Doctor Strange, let's say it worked in its entirety. The only way that this person would know is if they've been inside Peter Parker's mind and obviously has seen images or nuances to I'm Spider-Man, right? Because I don't think he's going to come out and say it in this movie. Why would they retcon it and then go right back into that trope again? I don't see it. But if someone is mentally poking around in there, they're going to know what he can do and who he is.
What if it's Ned? So for those who aren't aware, and
like
I don't, yes. So Ned in the comics in some way, shape, or form. I don't know. I never read this part of it, but I know that he eventually becomes the Hobgoblin. Does he going to do it in the MCU? Don't know.
Yeah.
But maybe this is what he's piecing together, because maybe Ned isn't doing the whole like, I love Spider-Man. Yeah. Maybe he's doing the J. Jonah Jameson thing, like he's a menace. So maybe that's why he kind of figures out about MJ, because he.
But how would he have the mental thing? Is that something he has in the comics? Because I'm not aware of it. Like.
I don't know. That's what I'm just throwing that out there.
Well, you are right though. This could be a swerve in the trailer where Ned is piecing this together. We're like, oh, he's buddy. They're gonna find out who each other is.
I'm not weird about it or anything.
But what if he has the intention to find out who Spider-Man is for a reason, i.e. to eliminate him? But what would be the catalyst for that? Why would he want to do that?
And, well...
Because he's a menace, but
because he doesn't remember him, so maybe he's seen him like J. Jonah Jameson.
But this is the other thing, you say that, like, oh, he's a menace, but by the end of No Way Home, everyone's forgotten him, let's say, right? So he must have to do something between then, now, or in this movie to have people like, he's a menace, he's a bad guy, because from what we're seeing, it looks like he's helping people.
Yeah, but it's no different than what Jameson sees and still calls him a menace. So he always has that spin. So two more things that I want to mention.
Sure.
So the suit. It
looks beautiful. Looks gorgeous.
But see, the thing is, and did you manage to grab this? Is this a suit from the movie, or is
it is a still from the movie?
Okay, so if you can actually take a look and see right there, it's a crease. It's a crease. It's nice. It's not. It might be CGI, but it doesn't look like armor. So when there's parts in it when he come out, and the other part of it, you can't really see it here, but you can see it in the trailer. You can see his ears.
Yes, but I also noticed that as well, playing off what you're saying, is there was moments where he was moving and it was not tight to him.
Yes.
Even doing his stretches, now that you say it, feels like he can move in that suit.
He doesn't have the Stark Tech where he goes...
Yeah, exactly.
Right?
It's going to be interesting to see if there's any evolution to this suit. I know we made it at the end of No Way Home, but I'm wondering if between then and now, was there any upgrades?
Well,
how is he
he's a
managing
university student who may or may not actually be going to university. We don't know. He could just be doing this
Bruce
full time.
is on to him, though. Banner is like,
well,
something's up with you.
Yeah, but he's smart enough to... That's not...
Yeah.
I wouldn't... If he didn't figure it out, I'd be like, that's kind of strange.
And didn't look like Smart Hulk. It looks like we're getting a little Angry Hulk again, please.
It's going to be Savage Hulk.
Yeah.
100%. And that's how he's going to remember, because Smart Hulk, or Professor Hulk, still retained Banner, who would not recognize Peter. So that's why he'd be like, I gotta take him down. But Savage Hulk probably would. Maybe. Last thing I want to mention, and it's something that we've seen in the original trailer as well, and we did see it, but we saw more of it this time, was we saw that metamorphosis that he's going through. We got to see his eyes do the whole, the go black and everything. We saw Punisher, like, if you're gonna do something, do it now. Make sure it count, make it count or whatever. And I'm wondering, is this gonna get to a point where, is it like a Lady Thor thing, like the more he taps into this, it hurts him more? Because now there's another theory that people are talking about, that at the end of this, he's just going to have the absolute crap beaten out of him, basically to the point of death. And then he gets saved by...
Don't say it.
Black goo.
The symbiote.
I always come back to that. If it doesn't come in this movie, or if it doesn't come at all, it's fine. Like, I do want to see an MCU Venom, but if it doesn't happen, it's not the end of the world. But it kind of, I like this thing of like, because he does look haggard. There was a shot in the first trailer of when he wakes up, either it's in a dream or he wakes up in reality, hanging upside down, and he's like, oh, and his eyes, he's got the bags under his eyes are red and everything like that. So when he's fighting the hand and you see his eyes go and whatnot, especially with the scorpion at the beginning of this trailer too, like, what does this mean? Like, what toll is this going to take? Is this going to be something similar to what we would have seen with the black suit, where it starts to kind of command him?
Yeah.
There's a lot going on here, and we didn't actually get to see was like parts of the montage that we saw at the beginning of the other trailer, which is probably going to be in the beginning, where we got to see Boomerang, I think Tarantula, there was someone else.
It was so like quick, can't even remember now. But I feel like this is, as much as Infinity War 2 Endgame, we think that Doomsday to Secret Wars, but I actually feel like this is the Infinity War 2 Doomsday's Endgame, build-up wise.
Potentially, yes, but it's going to be interesting to see where it goes, because like, what is this going to have in the, because with all the MCU, I was actually thinking about this weirdly enough the other day, about like how they kind of came up with the MCU, and we looked at Iron Man, and then we're like, oh, but we could make it like the comics. Like, we could have just made a Thor movie and that was it, and then they could meet up and that was going away. But then they started to pick all these little things out that you remember from different movies, especially with Far From Home, where you get to see something from Civil War that was brought into it, which I thought was really cool. So now I'm trying to think of like, where is this going to fit in the MCU? Obviously, it's the newest film, so it's not slotting in between anything. But what is this movie going to reveal the bigger ramifications for the MCU and for Spider-Man? Or is this just a one-off? Because Tom Holland has already been talking about who he wants to take over for him, or who he would like to take over for him.
I feel like they're swerving us.
Well, this is again,
It's the game that we play as Marvel fans, ladies and gentlemen. God damn.
That was a lot.
I love when you're passionate about a movie.
Well, this was a trailer that we've been waiting on.
We have.
Not just, as the kids say, they cooked with it. There's a lot in it. And guess what? I'm still confused. So now...
Leave it at that.
Leave it at that. We've got 5 weeks?
Yeah,
5.5 weeks before this comes out.
Yeah.
And we're going to do our best to get there.
at the bit.
I know. The last thing that I'm going to mention, and this is not revealed in this trailer, it's not going to be an IMAX, which I was really bummed out by. The reason being is with the Odyssey. The Odyssey managed to secure, or Christopher Nolan secured, a 4-week deal with all of the theaters that are going to be having with IMAX. So that means that this won't have it. But we already saw a little bit of it with, I think, a reveal for Doomsday, is that it's going to be coming out in AVX, Screen AVX or Screen VX. It's something that Disney has cooked up for theaters that aren't IMAX, which is great. But then if you look at all the formats that it's available on, if you go online, look, I think on Fandango or something like that, it's like there's D-Box, there is the AVX, there's 4D, there's like 25 different formats this is in, which is crazy, but I still feel that IMAX would have been the better one.
All the good ways to see it.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us for our trailer reaction review and breakdown, finally, for Spider-Man Brand New Day. We are only a month away. As always, if you want to support our channel and you want to become a day one, real one, make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and leave us a comment down below. Are you as clearly excited as us for Brand New Day? Do we think Sadie Sink's character will be
Firestar or Jean Grey?
Or Jean Grey.
Or anyone else?
And do we think Spider-Man and Hulk are actually throwing hands? Because if so, my God, that's going to be good.
Do we think that this could actually be the beginning of another trilogy? They said it could be, but where could it go from here? I wanted to throw that in, sorry. I never get to have one.
And with that, I am the real Jussy.
I'm Peter Parkour, and like we always say around here,
keep it real.